Hey, this is a quick video just to demonstrate for Ash on the DMX help group how to create some position pallets and some effects and then have control over them. So obviously everyone will have their Magic Q set up a little bit differently. This is just a random show file that I've got just today, so hopefully it won't look too different from yours. This is the default layer in Magic Q, so if you haven't customized yours too much, it should be quite similar to this. So the first thing obviously you want to do is select a random light which you want to try and do something with, or that you'd like to create the position on. So I'm just going to select some movers on this rig, and I'm just going to locate them. So as you can see here on the visualizer, they're there, and you have all your positions up here which you can move with the lights. So judging, you've got your moving heads hung in the standard orientation, which is display to the crowd. If you hit down, which will be your default position, that should bring it sort of down towards the crowd, or at least off of you. There's also far down, which will normally point them quite up at the ceiling. I'm sure you'll probably find that you'll want somewhere in between there, which is not a problem if you just go up to down again. Once you're in this whole position thing, you'll have the wheel encoder options down the side here. So what you can do is just grab tilt and go complete the wrong way. No, sort of move it. Oh, this is a lot easier with an actual wheel. Bring it to the sort of level where you would actually want it to be. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that'll do for example. So that's kind of if this was a sort of standard, not that much higher than your head sort of rig, and you're on a stage, that would probably be good for your crowd. Then you want to, once you're happy with that position as being your default crowd central position, just to get started, you can create as many of these as you want for all different reasons. Once you kind of get the basics, hit record, come right up to this palette section for positions. The easiest thing to do is just select a blank one, and it's saved here. When it goes red and you get the three little lines, so you can just differ it once you start creating more, and just in the future come down here and hit set, then click it again. This little keyboard will come up if you're on a touchscreen, or if you've got a keyboard you can just type. So we'll just call this line 2, and that's created there. Obviously I already had a similar blind cue on this. That will blind or bring the lights in to face the crowd. Then as you may or may not obviously know, if you go back and select the lights you're editing and hit add effect, position, just select a nice little position. For this example we'll use good old figure 8, and with obviously that default position already facing, you've got the movement going facing mainly forwards. This might, depending on where your lights are and the default effect size selected, this might be a little bit crazy. If you come down here on the left side to the bottom wheel, this says effect size. You should just be able to turn that down just a bit. Depending on how small your room is, you might be able to turn that down to say about even sort of 20 and such, if you're just trying to keep it within your small dance floor area. So turn that down to say you've got 20 now. You might even go less than that, just to get that sort of nice save there. Maybe give it your speed as well if you want. Just I'll speed that up a bit. So you've got that speed there now, and you've got that nice size, and you know, kind of that being, that's probably as fast as you'll ever want it. Come back to the main screen again, layer 1. Once you've got all that set, hit record once you're happy with that, and hit select, and then that will create a show much like this CS5 right here. Obviously clear that, give it a push up, so now this is here. but obviously this is not controlling the size or the speed. This is exactly there, it's just controlling the brightness. So what we're going to do is hit the double S button up here. It will come into this menu. Jump up here, you want to hit view options, and then you've got here fader control effect size, fader control effect speed. Obviously size is how big it is, so turn that on. For the example I'll just turn one on to start with, so that's effect size. I'll also, if you don't want it to control the brightness, come up to here where it says fader control HTP channels and turn that to off, so it will have no control over the fixture's brightness. Sort that out, pull your fader down, boom. Now next time you push your fader up, it will be at full brightness, but nothing will be happening. So push it up a bit more, and you'll start in a smaller motion, and you just increase it up and all the way up to that full size you had before. Now if you include something else, come here, we'll turn it on for speed as well, so then we'll go off. Now it's slow and small, and you get bigger and it gets faster, and we'll control there. Obviously you can turn it off for the size as well, so you always get that same size but it's controlled with there, so you always got that size but it's slow. You speed it up with the fader. So yeah, all those options are there for you to have a little play with. There's various other ones there that relate to other parts of the controller, but that should get you basically started. I hope that helps. If you've got any more questions, please do let me know, and I will yeah, try and help you the best I can. Right, thanks.